Millions of dragonflies. They've come to save me. I'm taking away all the black flies. I'm eating them up. Such a blessing to me. Look at that, the animal. They're all the way up there. The whole flock. They go back and forth along the stream. Wasn't that fun? I hoped you could see them. Don't know if you could or not. Hi. Hello. I'm in my marshwoods hammock across the stream from the teepee. Can you see when I do that? Across the stream from the teepee and the screen hammock. I mean the screen swing. It's nice out here. I had my hammock string way up higher, but that tree, which died and broke off, and I think, no, it was not the same one. Anyway, it's no longer any good. It's being replaced by a basswood though. Pretty good. So it's 12:03. I have to get up. I have to find a place for Abraham to live for the summer in San Francisco. And I don't know how to do this, so I'm going to call some rental places and see if they rent out rooms. Student rentals or something. We'll see. So I got to get up to the house to start doing that because it'll be 9 o'clock in California now, so everything should be open. It's not Memorial Day weekend anymore, though, is it? The 24th. Do they have it on a Monday as well? They don't put everything on Monday like we do here. I don't think. Anyway, this is my view. I was going to journal a bit. Look how much it's grown this year already. Those little end parts. Last year was a very good year. I thought I had 2 hammocks here, but I guess I must have taken the other one further in. Oh, Tyler the woodpecker just got home. Did he go right in? One was up above hammering and one stuck his head out of the hole to see. Hello, who's there? It's kind of neat. Well, I've had a big morning. 6 hours or so already. 5.5. Been a wonderful morning. I think that bird has a nest in those grasses, because it keeps going over there to the same place, right at the end of the bridge. Maybe he just likes it there. He's flicking about. Right at the end of the last piece of wood. So I played my violin for so long that my fingers had dents in them. Oh, there he goes again, down the stream. This is my other view. Pretty nice place. I could just stay out here all day. No reason to ever go anywhere else, is there? Except have to go to town and get a chainsaw. And have to get Abraham an apartment somewhere to live in San Francisco. Oh, that's the sound of the woodpeckers. Are those the babies? I can't see them from here. Unless I stand up. Oh, there goes one person. There's the other one. Down in they go. Did you see him? I don't know if I aimed right. So many birds. Those are such beautiful balsam fir trees. There's one there. And one there, and one there. There's been a lot of kinds of chickadees. One was down here and up on that stump there. It's 7:30 in the morning on May the 28th, 2013. Thanks for coming and hanging out with me. This is a beautiful place. I'm way back in the wilderness. But There is a lot of traffic on the road. Oh well. There's a little bit of bad with every good. And there is good in the fact that there is traffic on the road. It means that I can go places if I wish. Okay, bye-bye. I don't know what kind of sparrows those were. They had a rusty cap on their head. There they are again. One had a little eye stripe. There's the other isn't for this camera, I suppose. I don't have my other one with me. I don't know sparrows too well. So I'll have to get my bird book out and study them. There's a little bit of white on his wing. Very short little bit of white up at the top of the wing. Well, I guess I better let you go. It's very peaceful out here, isn't it? Just making observations and learning. I love learning. I love the experience that it is to sit out in nature. I just love nature. Okay, see you later.
Hello, it's Nancy today. Well, if you haven't heard the news yet today on May the 28th, let me tell you, somebody did a study, some group somewhere, on which is the best country in the world to live in, and as usual, Australia was number 1, number 2 was Sweden, and number 3, you guessed it, Canada. Isn't that wonderful? And I live here. It's an awesome place. Even in the winter, it's still awesome. You just get used to the cold. You have this beautiful summertime. You know, sometimes we have a little problem with bugs, but I have this neat thing I just got. Look at this. It's a children's promo. It's a screen tent, just big enough for children to play outside. But guess what? I went to the store wondering, is there somewhere I could get something just big enough to put over my chair so I can sit in a chair and not have bugs? I thought, you know, I'm probably going to have to invent this. Nobody's got this thing yet. And there it is. So it's 6 feet tall, or 5 feet tall. I guess it's 5 feet tall. And it's, whatever, 6 feet by 7 feet or something like that. Maybe not quite. I don't remember what the dimensions are. I think it might be. Anyway, so I'll be able to put my chair in, and I will put this up, and then I'll have my chair inside. I was trying to think of how to put it up so that I don't capture 300 mosquitoes and black flies in it. I'm not much of one for spraying and then getting in, going and being where it's all sprayed. I'm not really into those chemicals. I know those farming chemicals have, you know, they've been linked to Parkinson's. My grandfather died of Parkinson's and my cousin has it. And I think even on my father's side there was Parkinson's. I think on both sides there's been Parkinson's. Anyway, so I don't want to play around with anything like that. So I was thinking if I put up the frame and then I go into the center and I slowly open the screen, keeping it close to the ground, and then open it up so that my hat's gonna blow off. So that the bugs are pushed out of the way. That's my thought. Sometimes I have a thought. Thoughts come and go. But these were $10 for this little thing. So if you've got a child, this is at Walmart. I got 2 of them, one for me and one for Willem. I'm gonna try putting a piece of Albany cloth down on the porch and putting up one of these things and then putting my chair inside. Is that a cool idea? I think so. Anyway, just have to close some windows so my hat won't go away. here last. You can do this at home. Canada is number 3 in the world's place to live in for, what were all the things about? Housing, safety, happiness. I can add a whole bunch of other things to it. Cleanliness. And Canada's motto is not peace, it's not the pursuit of happiness. It is peace, order, and good government. So I guess you call that social democratic because we care about the people. It's a wonderful place to live. I love it. And it's so pretty. And I have wilderness. There's a lot of wilderness in Canada. I live near Algonquin Park. If you look up Algonquin Park on the map, you'll see that. And I live in the area. So it's hilly, there's boreal forest, there's wilderness. It's an awesome place. Okay, well, there you go. Goodbye.
Morning. You there? Yes, you are. Okay, so I have to find my cord. So you might as well come with me. Those need to be planted properly in the ground where they belong. And that big circle thing needs to go back up on the wall where it belongs. Does anybody know what that is? If you could tell me. It's some sort of a coneflower, but I don't know what kind. It's purple flowers. Look how healthy this elm is. Isn't it beautiful? Look at how the leaf is at the end. I never noticed that before. Are all elm leaves like that? Interesting. So Dutch elm disease hasn't gotten it yet. What is that I stepped in? Ugh. Bar of soap. I put, the soap I wanted to throw away? I put some at the base of everything I didn't want bugs on. Put a bar there, and I think it's helped. These are still getting bigger. They get to be about 2 inches long. About as long as, well, twice as long as that? No, not quite twice as long. And you know how we had all that ice for a couple months? Hey, did you ever see this walkway? This walkway, I built this walkway. It's cement. It goes further back, but the hill of compost has encroached upon it. I used that jet pressure washer thing. And I washed it up to about here, but I didn't do that part. Gotta finish it sometime. Anyway, you know how the snow, how we had all that ice that stayed on the trees for January and maybe February? It flattened this bush. Look at how flat it got. But now it's sending sprouts out of the center. I love this bush. So pretty. So big. I was thinking of chopping it right back to the ground earlier, but I didn't. And so I didn't. Why would I want to do that anyway? Look, here's my iris buds. No little maple. Oh look, it died on top. It had some problems. Isn't that interesting? I should get in there and take out all the grass. But do you know how much grass I have to take out of everywhere? I mustn't think of it that way, Nancy. No. Just think of one little project. This looks pretty good. That's because I've got the carpet fabric thing down. Oh, there's a black fly. He discovered me. Look at how these hang down, these new growths. Aren't they beautiful? Look how big they are. Such a lot of growth in 1 year. Look at this. This is just going to be a towering tree. When I planted it 5 years ago, it was like a foot tall. And these didn't exist. Now let's see if this has the same leaf shape. Can't tell with all that light. light and dark. Isn't that interesting? I didn't know elm leaves did that. So then, is this an elm? Hey, maybe this isn't an elm. Wow. Oh. If it's not an elm, what is it? Oh, maybe it's ironwood. Well, that'll live. That won't get eaten by Dutch elm disease. Wow, look at that. Leaves are different. And this one, are you an elm? Look at this. You're not either. I guess. I mean, if that leaf thing is right. Wow, wouldn't that be cool if they lived? Well, everything else is going to die. Death's at the doorstep. Never knew that about elm leaves. Let's look at these. Hey, that's not it either. Oh wait, it's a little bit off center. Look at how it's just a little off. Yeah, maybe this is an elm, but it doesn't show that at the moment. What's this one? Yeah, that's a little bit off too. Interesting. Maybe it only happens as they get big. They're probably all elms. Probably all gonna die. What's this one? Let's check it out. Check it out. Yeah, these are a little off center too. Where am I looking? Right here. I guess I should put those up or throw them away. And you know, somebody asked, you said, oh, you should make a sign telling where everything is. Well, I have one. It's right here. It says Iceberg Pond, the Way and Beyond, the Plateau Teepee, the Treehouse, the Plateau Teepee, no, the something swing, the rope swing. And of course, you can't read any of these. The Chute, the Zip Line, Everfar Labyrinth, Nancy's Spa, and Maple Cove. Alas. I can make another one though. Okay, so we're looking for an extension cord. I know there's some down by the pond. Oh, we want to see it uncovered all these too. Now in a clean world, that log and that log would be over there on the pile. And this bunch of light bulbs would be actually being used to replace any broken light bulbs. And those would be all trimmed off or woven in. I think this would be a good chair to take down to the pond. Uh-oh, look, this is not alive here either. What's with all this? It must have had a harsh winter or something. The lilacs are done. I never really got to smell them because it was so awful outside with the bugs. So, I had Abraham dig up the grass because I wanted just the thyme. This is my thyme area. So he dug up the grass and now I'm planting some thyme in there. This I haven't finished taking up the grass yet. I wrecked my back doing that yesterday. It's a lovely labyrinth. All this thyme you get to walk on and smell. I think it's lovely. And I used duct tape to patch those houses. I mean, why not? Duct tape works, doesn't it? They were falling apart and I didn't have any, I don't know, just didn't feel like hammering them together. Let's check it out. Here is, are you aware of this? Are you aware of this reindeer here? This reindeer is a Christmas reindeer who I stuffed. It's almost like the top has been felted by the sunshine. I stuffed it with fleece. The birds come and take some. This is the ghost sheep. Look at what duct tape can do. Okay, birdies, you can come and have a house now. Look at that. Isn't that perfect? Duct tape, I love you. Okay, let's check out the next one, you see? Isn't that great? This one was all falling apart. Not anymore. What about this one? Oh, here's a ghost sheep. This other one up here by the rocks. This is where Abraham used to play when he was little. He'd always come over here and he had his hammer and he'd play with the rocks. This is a pile of rocks in there somewhere. He would hammer on these rocks and break them into pieces. Then he would use a magnet and he would find all the pieces that had iron in them. And this was a severely handicapped birdhouse. And now look at it. It was in many, many pieces. Yes, indeed. The wonders of duct tape. Well, you saw it here last. You can do this at home. Look at this tree broke, and look at those branches. Those leaves are ash. This is an ash. I wonder if the ash borer got this one. Must be. And those are elms. So there's an ash up there, which the ash borer is destroying. And that's an ash there, and that is the ash. So these are all going to go, and this is elm, so this is going to go too. Look, this is already going. Good grief. You could tell over there on the leaves of the thin leaves of the tree. See that really tall one above our house? That one, that's an elm. That's going. This one, this tall one beside it is a basswood. This is home. This is how big a mess I can make in 15 years. The mess has been bigger, but for the last few years I've been very busy cleaning the mess up. Look at that, there's a bluebird on the pole. Right there. Here comes the other one. Oh, now they're both going up. One on top of that pole and one on the front of the house. Let's see, where is the house? Somewhere right here. There he is, flopping in. Now they're both on poles. One on that pole. Two on this pole. Bluebirds. I was a bluebird when I was little. You can hear the wren constantly going. That basswood doesn't look very good either, does it? And that elm, of course, is going the way of the elms. And this cloth here is going to go down to the pond and cover the new teepee, which I'm going to build down there. When I have some energy. Actually, when I get a chainsaw. Look at these clumps of grass. These are totally different. That clump is totally different from this clump. See all these flowers here? They look like zinnias. Those are soapwort. And this little tree here is actually still growing. I planted him many moons ago. He's kind of stunted, but he's growing. He's growing. I planted trees all along the sides of this bank. There's one down there that's growing. I planted 260 bushes and trees one year. I know, it sounds a little crazy. That's a lilac I planted, but it isn't doing so well. This is a Chinese privet. I suppose it would like it better if it didn't have grass around it. This was one of the... I think I actually paid money for this. Or maybe not. Maybe it was a Canadian Tire die-off. Here's another one. 2 Chinese privets. And in here is a spruce, cedar. Are you getting tired of this? I'm just going on and on and on. The rope swing, or the chair swing from whatever, Mary Jane. See, I had this all dug up, but I never did plant thyme there. Or maybe I did and it died. That's right, it died. Is this thyme looking beautiful? I cut it. I probably shouldn't have cut it so short. Weep. Go look at the teepee, see how everything's growing. We'll do that in another video. Bye. So you see how the garden is growing in the teepee? Look at that bean plant right there in the corner. And that one. I bet these elm trees will not get Dutch elm disease. But they also won't get very big. Planted some onions there. Look at this bean. I don't know if beans are supposed to be this big or if it's because of all the manure at the bottom. I covered the bottom with manure and then I put soil on top. This one's my favorite. Look at the size of those leaves. I've never in my life grown anything that looked like that. Not even in Georgia. It's awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, I was looking for an extension cord. That was my goal. So let's get back to the situation at hand. Find the extension cord and go lie down. Oh, we don't want the flowers to go through the chair. No, no, no. It gives you the feeling of things not happening properly. I want to put a line of thyme all down here. Maybe I should plant thyme between these rows, these things here too. That would be very nice. Woodpeckers are eating up. They're so tame here. Well, I'm going to leave that extension cord here. That's for making... Can you see these guys down there on the floor? Happy little woodpeckers. Oh look, this bush is blooming now. Isn't that pretty? This was a free bush because it was dead. Or so they thought. And so was that. And so is that. And so is this. And so are these. I gotta do a lot of weeding. Sheepers, creepers. I wonder if the grapes are doing well now. They are. They're coming along. It's taking them forever. They do not like living here. I don't know what I should do for them. A perfect ring. Must be something you can do with a perfect ring. Must be something. You could throw it away. All right, now. Extension cords. They aren't here. Where would I find any? I've looked everywhere. Oh, I see one going across the valley. I'll get that one. Down in the valley. Aha, here it is. The valley so low. So somebody needed electricity in the teepee the other day. Look at this. Well, it's gone now. We no longer have electricity, darlings. Come with me. You're going this way. We must. Now this is choke cherries, you see? Aha! I wondered about my cord there. I'll leave part of it here. Okay. Now we'll take the rest of this. And away we go. Yes, indeed. They might have needed an amp in the teepee. Abraham said he was very disappointed when he found he no longer had any electricity over there. See the cranes, Bill? Come along, come along. Don't get hooked up on things. Ouch. Come along, come along. I have so many cords now. I only need one. All this so I can just read my mail and write back to everyone. Jeepers, a lot of things to do. I'm sure this is very interesting for you. Fascinating indeed. Fascinating. Alrighty then. When Ben put the door in here for me, he also put in the electricity. Let's use this one. So you never use this one. so I can see you as you ride by. See all these lovely hostas? Before I was Nancy today, this was a hill that went like this, and there was nowhere to sit. We put a picnic table on top of it and put a lawn chair on it. And since then, I have done a lot of flattening. See all the things that have been added here? Hostas. Trillium. This is Maple Cove. This is what I see out of my bedroom window. And when this tree, is this elm? I don't think so. I thought it was ironwood. Well, when this tree goes, we'll still have a lot of shade here, which is wonderful. I hope it doesn't fall down or anything. And also when this tree goes, which is going, and that one just left. Last year that one died. Well, the woodpeckers will love them. Ah yes, the good old woodpeckers. In the good old woodpecker time. Okay. All this so I could return to my spot in the woods and watch. Just watch. As soon as I'm all settled in here, just the minute I'm all settled in, Abraham will phone. Can you come pick me up now? Ah, here we are. We made it. We did it. We went everywhere, didn't we? I showed you everything. You have had a wonderful experience, haven't you? A wonderful update. This is from May. No, we're in June now. June the 4th. May the 4th of June be with you. June the 4th be with you. I have to find the plug-in spot for it. Over here somewhere. Okay, ta-ta. I'll be waiting for you. You can talk to me on the YouTube comments. And thumbs up. Don't forget to thumbs up. Because then, if you think this is a good video and you thumbs it up, then later, when somebody else wants a good video, the ones that are thumbed up will come up first. The ones that are thumbed down will come up last. We weren't going to talk about that. Bye. Well, good morning. This is it. Yes. I'm an empty nester again. Abraham has gone to California. He's there with my sister. And I have a cloudy, dreary day outside. But guess what? I got extension cords, which I'm going to put out there down to the teepee. I'm going to put Christmas lights in it so that when we go swimming at night, we'll have it. And not only that, but I'm going to go out and work on the, we'll say good morning. Good morning. Yeah. Okay, so I'm happy again. Now I'm even going to wear pants today, just so that any of you think that I don't wear pants for some religious reason. I wear pants. I just don't ever wear them. But these pants, they still fit. I haven't worn these pants in, I don't know, 20 years. They fit. Look, I have a big hole in them. I have to get out my mending and fix them. Willem's been wearing these pants from time to time. I wanted to wear pants today because it's a rainy, dreary day. And I'm going to go out there and kneel on the floor in the teepee. And weed it. And then I'm going to turn the water on in there. And then I'm going to go down and I'm going to whatever comes next, take those cords down and work on waterproofing and something else. That teepee down there, put Christmas lights down there. Alright, so let's go. I should drink some water because my teeth are having a problem staying in. Every time I smile or something they slip. slip sliding away, slip sliding away. You know you're near your destination, the more you slip sliding away. Okay, so we have to find something to kneel upon. How about this bag? And maybe I can use this as a weeder. Just gonna quickly go through the whole thing out there, and it's starting to rain. Sounds pretty, eh? I don't see much in here that's weeds, but okay, maybe I'll use a chair. Some of these chairs were the ones down there by the stream. Okay, we have a few weeds in here. Oh. Okay, now. Look at that bean plant. Oh my gosh. That's a weed there, isn't it? I want to say Susan, but oops. Is this fun or what? Okay, time to move the chair over. Good morning. It's Nancy today. This is a special day. Yes, indeed. I am empty nesting for day 2. Indeed, I am. And, want to see the weather outside? Isn't that lovely? It's a totally relaxed, dreary, don't do anything outside, just look out the window and watch it rain. Remember the beginning of The Cat in the Hat? There was no place to go, there was nothing to do, so Sally and I just sat and looked out the window, we two, or something. But it inspires me, makes me think of all kinds of things. Makes me think of, I'll show it to you while I tell you. It makes me think of going outside and cutting off, what were those things called? Forsythias. Cutting off forsythias and sticking them in the ground everywhere where I'll see them in the spring. It makes me think of digging up marsh marigolds and planting them around Joe Pye teepee. Makes me think of digging up and transplanting bee balm with that beautiful lemony leaf smell. The leaves smell like lemon. And transplanting them all around at the pond. They'll be red, beautiful red flowers. Just makes me want to transplant flowers, plants. But I also have this feeling of no pressure. I could sit and weave. I could clean the house. I could stay in bed and read Facebook on my iPod. And read my friends on LiveJournal. Such a lovely morning. I'm going to see out this window. See, I was right, wasn't I? It's a wonderful morning. A beautiful day. So what's your day going to be like today? I'm catching up on uploading videos. I'm all the way up to the middle of April. That's as close as I've been for a very, very, very long time. And that's because I'm able to add a whole bunch of videos together. I could put 10 videos together and make one video, instead of having so many short little videos. I miss your comments. I miss hearing from Amish Horse and from Dina Emily and from Sherry and from, well, you know who you are. Millions of people would comment. And my comments have dwindled. I'm not getting very many comments anymore. Comments are my life. They are what I do, is answer comments. Those are the conversations of my life. You know, down at the pond, all those, I think there's 11 birdhouses down there, and 3 of them, or 4 of them, are in use. Isn't that great? But the tree swallow's birdhouse fell over. It came unhooked from the tree at the top, and it swung downward, and 3 little tiny eggs fell out and broke. And they had egg yolk in them. And so the birds, the tree swallows, I put it back up, but I duct taped it to the tree so that it wouldn't flop over again with its one screw that holds it on, or one nail. But I don't think the tree swallows, I think it's depressed them. I think they have given up. I don't think birds give up. I think they keep going. They just give up on one place. And there's wrens in the little birdhouse right beside my Joe Pye teepee. I changed the spelling of Joe Pye teepee. It was Joepye, Joe Pye weed. I never knew that Joe Pye weed was the same as a whole bunch of other herbal things. I can't remember if it's the same as bone set or if that's a different one. But gravel root and many, many other names. Anyway, it comes from an Indian herb, Jopi, Joe Pye. And so I have renamed the teepee Joe Pye Teepee. It's so awesome. I just went down there and I was standing around and I looked at all those poles and I thought, you know, I could just tie these together and stand them up. I could do that. That's not hard. It'll be a short little teepee. And I did it. And now the teepee is up and covered. It's covered with two fabrics that are not, it's not a very good job. And it would be nice if I just used one. But I think the one at the house is too big for it. I think if I used the one at the house, I'd have to cut off a whole lot. I'm not sure I want to cut off a whole lot. I also have to stake the poles in. The poles, did you notice that I have bedhead? Have you been noticing that? I did. Oh well, that's because I'm in bed. You're supposed to have bedhead when you're in bed. It's supposed to look cute and adorable. There. All messed up. It's better than the messed up it was before. So, what was I saying? Anyway, I want to go down there and plant things, and it's just a relaxing day. I might weave. I would really like to make a bandsaw box. You know bandsaw boxes? You take a chunk of wood and you just cut circles all around in it, and you take it all apart and put it back together with glue. Leave out the center block, and then you have a drawer inside of a box. It's very cool. But my bandsaw doesn't like doing that for me. I have a hard time making my bandsaw work the right way. It's very difficult. Maybe I just need very soft wood. If I had softer wood, maybe it would work better. That might be the problem. I could try using some softer wood. Oh, I'd also like to go over and harvest some more cedar bark. I like harvesting cedar bark. And I have that green rain jacket, so when it's raining out, it doesn't matter. You have to look at me, and I get to look at this pretty scene. That is what I get to look at. And I get to look at it at that angle too. You know, I'm not turning it sideways for you. That's the way I see it. It's all sideways. 'Cause I'm laying down. But it's 7:45, so I guess, you know, I could stay in bed all day. I'm an empty nester today. Meanwhile, so many of you are now laden with all the children. The children are all home from school now. If you live down in the States where they get off on the 4th of June, here school's not over till the end of June. But so you may be very busy and unable to watch videos and comment anymore. But I really like it when you comment. I do, and you gotta do thumbs ups. People forget to do thumbs up. If I say do a thumbs up, then there's like 10 thumbs up. But if I forget to say it, there's none. No thumbs ups. I don't feel like I should be always saying, please thumbs up it. Please comment. But I understand life is busy and it just takes one more minute. It's just one more minute that you don't really have to spend. So I hope you're having a miserably dreary day outside so you can just enjoy it. Look out the windows. I'll probably have to do a window tour today because it's so beautiful outside. The light, I turned on the outdoor light last night and it shone on the wet leaves. So pretty. The leaves are so close to the house now. I'm so blessed. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Goodbye.
Morning. This is our happy good morning update. Hello, how are you? Did you have a good sleep? Actually, it's almost noon, so I hope you're up. Hey, you want to see what I made? Look at this. This was the rug I was weaving at Mira. It's made out of mop yarn. Isn't it beautiful? think it's lovely. So, well, we've already, what have we done today? I had a long visit with my daughter on the phone from Germany. That was awesome. She has 3 chicks, 3 baby chickens, and she's imprinting them so that they will be her friends. There's 3 of them. We went camping once and she brought a chicken along. She has a way with animals. They just come to her. She put her hand up in Miami and a bird came and sat on it. Anyway, so I did that, and then I did a little bit of YouTubing, and then we went to Mira and to the market, and we traded some soap for some cream cheesecake. I think it's made with goat cheese. My friend makes it, and she has goats, so I think that's what that's about. And then we went to the dump, and I just made those 2 videos for you from the dump. And now we're on our way home. Anything else going to happen today, Willem?
I'm trying to get to that Nancy White thing. See if we can find it where we can get tickets.
Nancy White is performing in Ottawa tonight at
Somewhere in Gladstone. It's called
Geek Space. You found where Geek Space is?
Well, the radio said it was somewhere in Gladstone when I listened to it.
Anyway, we have no idea where it is or how to get tickets. We looked on Ticketmaster and it's not listed. But she has a new song about Harper. Everybody is against the government here. You know how it is, wherever you are, they all hate the government. Well, she had one about being a senator, a song. It was on the radio yesterday. It was an old song from back in the 80s or something. But it was about having, once you're elected or appointed as a senator in Canada, you're set for life. You never have to work again. Anyway, so that was one. She's very funny. Commentary on political things and other things. Stickers on Fruit is one of her songs. Look it up. Nancy White, Stickers on Fruit. It's awesome. She hates the stickers on fruit. And she had Procrastination Rag. Doing the Procrastination Rag, and it's about, she's supposed to be writing a song, but first she's got to go get some pencil, and then she sees that she needs a little bit of tape because this is wrong, and then she goes to find the tape in her daughter's bedroom, and then she sees all this dirty laundry, so she takes it down to the basement and then realizes that there's cobwebs everywhere and the furnace man is coming the next day, so she better get rid of all the cobwebs. Anyways, she's doing the Procrastination Rag. Isn't that great? Anyway, so she's coming to Ottawa tonight, and we never ever go to performances. So we're may try to do this. See if we can figure out where it is. Oh, there I am, yawning again. Always gotta yawn when I look at the camera. Okay, so I'm glad to hear that you like my woven thing. This is made with the woven, the mop yarn that Shirley gave me. So Shirley, I'm going to come and bring you I'm going to bring you my wheel, my pottery wheel, and trade it for more mop yarn. I hope you have lots. Alright, well, so here we are at home. Oh, you want to go back down by the teepee? We're going to go to the teepee and hammer in some posts to hold the... Yeah, we'll do that now.
Okey-doke.
It's a little bit of a crooked teepee form because, you know, it just is.
Oops.
There we go. So there's my duct-taped birdhouse. It flopped right over and 3 little baby eggs fell out. There were little tiny eggs. They were from the tree swallows. So I took the opportunity to nail the sign on the tree because there was no birds living in the house anymore. I can't nail the one for the chickadees on because the chickadees keep coming in and out. You know, you don't want to mess it up. Alright, so gotta roll up my window, keep the black flies out. Oh, that's a mosquito. We have millions of mosquitoes because it's been raining for a month. But I think it's Andrea is what's causing the rain today. It's not really raining today.
Out, out, out. There. They'll just come back in as soon as I open the door to go out. So we have to put the posts into the ground to hold the teepee from blowing over. So I guess I better go. Bye. Well, good morning. It's Nancy today. I guess I don't have my teeth in. They fell down behind the bed this last night, and I just haven't gotten them out because I haven't talked. So I guess you just have to bear with me. Maybe if I put a hat on, that would distract you and you wouldn't notice. I could do that, I guess. Well, it's a new day. Yes, another one. Yes, just like the last time. And I'm happy again. I love being happy. Well, guess what I did already? I thought about you the whole time I was doing it. I thought I should have on my camera here where you could be seeing it. But I was using my grasper, my reacher thing. This thing. It's the most awesome thing because you see it does that when I pull my handle. And you can pick anything up. Ta-da! And things that are on the floor. Little things. Bigger things. Anyway, so I cleaned up my whole floor. You'll see. Yeah, I didn't clean up all the rest of the surfaces, but at least I got the floor. I find the house looks a lot better when I have the floor clean. Sorry about that. So that's what I did. And now I have been thinking about what I'm going to do today, and I've been researching a little bit of the names of some of the plants that I have that I forgot the names of. Bouncing Bet is the white flower that grows in front of my my woodshed door, my entrance door. So my dishes are not done, so I have to do the dishes. But my list for today, now what I think I'll do is I will do stuff, bending stuff, and when I get tired, I'll do standing stuff. And when I'm real tired, I'll just get in the car and I'll drive. I'll do driving stuff. Okay, so also, I think my teepee needs windows in the top. I need to get that done. I have lots of windows there. I just have to put them up. So the list, my to-do list for today. Want to hear my to-do list for today? I don't know how much I'll get done. I may not get much done at all, but I will work on it. Windows in the teepee top. Oh, I'd also like to do a door. Didn't mention that, but I would like to take some of my fabric, and I think I'll just staple it all down one side and staple it partway down the other side and then just be able to open it. Of course, I don't do staples, so I have to do screws. But I can't put windows on there because not only are the see if they're like that, if the two poles are like that, you can easily put windows on them. They're in the same plane. But this one, they're not in the same plane. You know, one is the first pole that goes around, and they get taller on the top where they sit on top of each other. And so by the time you get to the end, you have two planes. And there's no way you can put windows on that because windows don't bend. Did you ever notice that? This glass doesn't bend. It cuts very nicely, but it doesn't bend. Okay, so I'm going to put something across there. Maybe I should just put clear plastic on there. That'd be nice. Trouble with plastic up high is that it melts if the fire gets too hot. But then again, the windows crack if the fire gets too hot. The key is not to have huge bonfires in the teepee. With our plants in there, that might be a very bad thing too. Have to water after I have a campfire in there. Haven't had a campfire in there since I made this, and I really miss my campfires. I'd like to go have a campfire. Okay, so windows in the teepee top. That's one. I also think I should go harvest some more cedar bark while it's still easy to get off of the logs. But it takes forever. Like I was over there for an hour and a half, and I got five rolls of stuff. Well, I guess that's all right. Okay, and then I have some evening primrose out there. I think I should move some of that evening primrose down to the pond. And I want to move some thyme to between the patio stones where I I pressure washed it, and there's grass in between the stones. I like to get the grass out and put thyme in there. I also need to do the dishes. I did the house, but I didn't do the dishes. The dishes are never a priority. Suet. Yes, the raccoons have been eating the suet. See what they've done? How the suet is almost empty, but they pulled it from the bottom. It must be the raccoons. Nobody else does that. Hey, look, it's getting sunny out. Oh, I have to stain the porch. Yes, indeed. I should put that down. Stain porch. I should edit this journal entry. I'll click on the edit thing. There's something else I just said that I thought I should do, which wasn't on the list. Put that down on the list. I should go at the top. Stain deck. Okay, so stain the deck, put windows in the teepee top, harvest cedar bark, move the evening primrose to the pond. Who are you after now? Move the astilbe to the pond. Astilbe is a pretty little plant. Really likes to have its feet wet, but it doesn't have its feet wet here, so it needs to go down there. Thyme between the cracks. Do the dishes. Put suet in the feeder. And bird food. I was thinking of putting some bird food out in the teacups. But you know, the more I think of that, the raccoons are just going to eat it. I should do that in the winter. It's hard to get to in the winter. I should probably mow the lawn too. That'll really take on me. I'll put that down here. I should mow. Oh, and I need to do some more rototilling. Rototill the pond garden. And I should plant something there. I should plant squash. Plant pond garden. Okay, and then do the dishes, suet, bird food. I want to make some signs. A wren sign for the wrens down at the pond. And I'm going to go get some pallets when I get in my car. I'm going to get some pallets and put by the pond entrance so that when we walk into the pond, we don't sink into the mud. But they are going to decompose, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut pieces of that fabric that I used to cover the teepee, that nylon fabric. I'll cut pieces of that. There's a spider walking on the wall over there. He's little. He's a jumping spider. Anyway, so I'm going to put some of that cloth on the bottom of it so that we can step on it, and the pallet will, when it starts to rot, the whole thing will stay together when we can pull it out. That's the thought. Okay, a green paint. I need some green paint. I decided I'm going to paint my teepee green. Or at least I'm going to put green patches all over it, and then I'll put stems so it's like green forest. So I need a paint sprayer for that. And, oh yes, my toilet inlet pipe. The little tiny pipe that comes up under your toilet with cold water in it. Well, mine is clogged with calcium. I took the end of the taps off, and it was all white with calcium in there. My water wasn't running at all in some things. Anyway, it takes forever to fill up the tank, so I think I'll have to open that up, see if I can clean that up. But the problem is it's in the valve. It's where the valve is, which means that you can't turn it off and do it, because the turn off is what you have to remove. Anyway, I don't think I'll do that today. And I have to hem my new blue mop yarn rug, which I probably also won't do today. I probably won't ever do that. And I want to go down and film the indigo bunting with my zoomy camera. And I want to play my violin. And I want to make some signs. I want to make a sign for the Monarda, which is bee balm. I want to put signs. Oh, you know, did I tell you that one of my forsythia sticks I made, I cut and stuck in the ground, has little leaves on it? It's been a while since I put it in there, but it's got leaves. Yay! So some signs. A wren sign, a soapwort or bouncing bat sign, motherwort sign. Remember what the motherwort was? I uploaded a picture of that the other day. I couldn't believe that that's called motherwort. I have that all around. It grows wild. Crane's bill sign, a catnip sign. Might be catmint. I don't know. Forsythia sign. And this tall plant, it's 6 feet tall, that has yellow flowers on it, is actually called Wild Golden Glow. I'm going to make a sign for it because I always forget it and have to search it out. It's called Rudbeckia lacaniata, or lacinianta. Laciniata. Anyway, that's my to-do list. Now, what do you think I'll get done? I could just sit in this chair all day and not do anything. I think I'm going to go over and get some thyme. And bring it back here and plant it between the cracks. That'll wreck my back. So then I'll come in, I'll make a whole bunch of signs. And I'm going to put them on those short stakes about 2 feet tall. Put them on the short stakes and stake them in around in the garden where they are. And I will, and then I will go to town and get some pallets and some green paint and a sprayer. I don't want to spend any more money. I spent too much money lately. I don't like spending money anymore. Oh, but I'm going to see if I can do that. Oh yes, and my windows. What about putting the windows up in the teepee? See, now I could do the time with Willem on the weekend. And I can move all these plants with Willem on the weekend. He's really helpful. It was great to have him helping me. He's awesome. But I should put, do something about the door of the teepee. That was the thing I was going to put on here. The door of the teepee. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, I have too many things on this list. Mow, rototill pond garden, plant pond garden. Oh, I need seeds. I need squash seeds. I'll put that down here. Buy QUASH seeds. Stain the deck. Oh yeah. Well, I'm not going to do that today. I have to get stain. I have to get squash seeds. Oh yeah, windows in the teepee top and then close in the teepee door. Close in teepee door. Sometimes I call it the hothouse. Tiope I got there. Cedar bark. Harvest cedar bark. Okay, so if I go to town, what I need in town, I need deck stain, green paint, and a sprayer, a paint sprayer. I have electricity down there now. Good, powerful electricity. So I could use something electric down there. I was thinking my pressure washer would do perfectly if I added this stuff, but then it's got water going in there. You don't want water in a pressure thing. You know, we used to have this big container and you pump up, pump, and then spray it. I wonder if you could use that with paint or if it would just clog up the nozzle. It would just clog up the nozzle, wouldn't it? Yeah. Okay, so we got down here mow. That'll take all my energy and I'll be wasted. Rototill the pond garden. That will also take all my energy and I'll be wasted. Plant pond garden. So I have to have seeds. So I'm going to make another list of the things I have to buy. I think I'll make that on my iPod, which is where you are. Okay, so I'll get the stain, and I have to find a table or something tall enough to stand on for my teepee to put the windows up high. Closing the teepee door. I have some plastic for that. Okay, the evening primrose to the pond, the astilbe to the pond, the thyme for the cracks, and the pond. Oh, yeah, anyway. I'll do all that planting stuff with Willem, perhaps, but that's all the way on the weekend. That's a long time from now. Oh, look, another video has been published. Guess I can get rid of that now. Well, anyway, so I got lots of plans. I don't know what I'm going to get accomplished. Probably just make signs and stick them in the garden and work on the windows. That's probably what I'll do. I might do the dishes. Save a lot of this for the weekend. And how about you? What are you going to do today? I like having a to-do list, but sometimes when I make a to-do list, it gets longer and longer and longer and longer and longer. Oh, I should put down find my teeth. It's too long. Okay, goodbye. Morning, it's Nancy today. Well, I'm out here trying to play my violin and recording at the same time. Mal Kitty's down here wanting to be scratched. It's a very damp morning, but it's very beautiful out here. I've never come out here and sat. I always lie in my hammocks out here. But I brought out a chair and I'm playing my violin. I don't feel that I'm spiritual enough this time on my way to the temple. We're going to the temple this weekend. And I think that I should get myself back into proper attunement. Attunement. Very vain, you know. Here I am looking at myself while I'm talking to you. Look at this view. Isn't that pretty? I really like those teacups on those posts. And I like that hydrangea right there. I like these hostas. Need to trim around everything. So I'm out here on Sunrise Hillside. It's a really good place to be. I remember when it was nothing level here. It's not quite as level as it became at one point. We dug up off the top and anyway, now we have a place to sit. So I'm trying to play my violin. I had a dream last night about flooding the earth with the Book of Mormon. It was interesting, the dream. I asked a couple of questions. I said, do you believe these are the last days? And they said, oh yes. And I said, do you think there are troubled times ahead? And they said, oh yes. I said, do you feel like these are the last days? And I said, oh yes. And so I said, would you like to read? I have a book that might help you, or you might enjoy this book, or this is a good book. And so I gave her a copy of the Book of Mormon. I never thought of writing my testimony in it. But anyway, and I woke up feeling like that's what I should say to people. And then it's really hard to share the Book of Mormon with people. Because people think that it's, either they are not, there are many ifs. But anyway, it's hard to do. It's much easier just to play my violin. But I feel I should do this. So I'm going to try and... I used to have a whole box full and I was going to give them away, but I didn't. And I felt bad enough. I gave them all back to the missionaries. I thought, I'm not going to use these. You can use them. So I think I should do it again. I think I should get a few copies and I should be ready to give them away. Because it's changed my life. Changed my life totally. There's my kitty. There's my kitty. Back on his normal chair. Anyway, so if you wanted a copy there, now you could just go on www.mormon.org. That's right, and that's where you could ask for a copy. Glad to send some missionaries if you want, and they could explain some things to you. They don't pressure. They're not like some other people. They don't pressure at all. They're just very nice people. Anyway, so here I am sitting outside. Oh, look at these little the seeds that are growing on this elm. Is it an elm? Yeah, I think those are both elms. Or maybe not. Maybe it's ironwood. Anyway, I really like this spot here. And I like hearing the wren. There's many birds. The one that's continuing. That one, that's the wren. That's the crow. That chirp was probably a robin. Wren, crow. Other wren. Other wren. That's back there. I can never tell which direction it is. Looking at this elm tree and the bark is peeling off. You see this bark peeling off this tree? Such a beautiful, splendid place. Look down into that. Well, anyway, so good morning. Coming to you today from Sunrise Hillside. The pond is just down there at the bottom of the hill. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. Hi. This is like a little deer blind down here, where I am, what you can see. I'm surrounded by all this foliage right here. And up above. It's quite a nice little spot. My hair does not look as good this way. It's not puffy enough. See, I have this mirror to look in now. Thank you for being in my mirror. Mirror, mirror on the wall. I shan't ask the big question. It's hard to do with one hand, you know. Simply because it won't stay. Starting to have long hair. Well, not really long. Just longer than it used to be. I have to fix that. Because my appearance is so important. What do you think about being in the mirror? You like being in the mirror? Have you been in the mirror before? Oh, right. You can look up at the bushes. Or would you like to look at the beautiful view here? The reflections look so lovely. I was going to go kayaking. I forgot. I got very busy sitting here in my little fortress.
Your little fortress, eh?
Yeah, it's beautiful here amongst the flowers, the Joe Pye plants and the daisies.
Yeah, the daisies are coming up pretty nice. There weren't any daisies last year, were there?
No, there were nothing last year at this time.
But besides the Joe Pye weed.
Yeah, but they weren't here at this time.
They were not this high, no.
They were not here at this time.
Really? They started later?
Well, there was nothing here at this time. There was just bare earth, if anything.
But I know that the first year we had Joe Pye weed growing.
I know, but it wasn't here yet because they hadn't finished digging.
Oh, I see.
How's that?
They really are high, aren't they? Those Joe Pye weeds.
I think that looks much better. I know, they're very big. There's a little pathway through them. It's Joe Pye Pathway. I could name it if I want. Look at this very, very fat mosquito. He took my hair, or took my food and left. Oh, another Joe Pye plant. And the dreaded grass. Grass is not allowed in my garden. It's going to try and be another huge Joe Pye plant. And this is... What is this one? Uh-oh. Is this... Yeah, this is that bad stuff that'll choke everything else out. Yeah, it's purple loosestrife. They have 1,000,000 roots. They want to take over all marshlands. They have tried to lay claim. Look how wet it is. Vet, vet, vet. Okay, I'm going to go kayaking. Goodbye. Well, here we are on the other side of the pond. The dragonfly has come to save us all, Willem. Just going to look for little tadpoles. Oh, there goes one. There's Willem. From whom I must flee. I have a camera here, Willem. You mustn't tip me over. Oh, I see the little tadpoles. They have little legs on them now. Phew, we're safe. He's gone back. Away he goes. Uh-oh. These are the ones that are going to go to seed. We've just saved it from the other side. Okay, I must go kayaking. Bye. Just have to put my hat on. And how is everything going for you now? So I made a list, a to-do list, which helps me because then I can stay kind of focused. So what did I do so far? Well, I dug around the grapes. I dug around 2 grapes and realized that they were about 1 meter, each piece was about 1 meter or a yard long. And I tied them to the wires that were coming down from the top. That was a lot of work. 2 of them I dug around, and I shook out all the soil from with the grass and such, and I put it in the laundry basket, and then I carried it over to the compost pile and I dumped it in. And I put up some poles for the teepee, for the hothouse teepee. Well, you know, I planted the seeds this morning, right? I have to be scooted down further in this hammock so that my bottom is at the bottom of the thing, so that my knees can bend and I can enjoy myself best. I have brought down my screen to drape over myself just in case the mosquitoes decide that they know where I am. What else did I do? See, this morning I went and picked up the spinning wheel. Don't know when I'm going to find time to do that, but I guess I can do that anytime I can do anything else. So I'll just have to do it instead. I have 2 hoses. Well, I had 1 long hose, very, very long, and I split it in half at the connections, and I put a splitter on. I couldn't do it right at the house because the 2 halves are not that long. So they're actually 3 parts. So at the end of the first part, which from the house, the first part comes, I put a splitter on, and 1 goes to the 4 parts of the soaker hose in the hothouse, in the glass teepee, and one of them goes to the sprayer. So I think I should spray it sometimes and just soak the whole thing. So I put it together. It's too hot right now. I'll do it in the end of the day. I'll water it at the end of the day. And then I took 4 or 3 or 2, I don't know how many, 3 I think, long 2x4s, 2x4 by 20 or 16 or something. And I lean them against the teepee. They don't go all the way to the top of the teepee. And so I lean them there, and they're not really proper right yet. I have to do something different with them. I want to close in the doorway. So I have to figure out just how I'm going to do that. Oh, look at the robin right there. He came right here into my sumac hill. Oh, he was right there on that dead branch. Well, of course I was talking, so I interrupted his calmness as he listens to the bugs and birds. Is that all I did? It seems like it took forever. Let me go back to the beginning. This morning, I planted out some seeds. I had put the seeds to sprout. The acorn, no, not acorn, buttercup squash. I love buttercup squash. My favorite food ever. So I had soaked some. So I put them in the soil in the greenhouse near the edge so that they can come over the top and come all over the ground in the teepee. Won't be able to have campfires, but I don't think we could really have campfires till the fall in there anyway because of the garden. But that's okay. So then I should build another teepee beside it. So then I went and got the spinning wheel, brought the spinning wheel back. On the way home I stopped at Anchoret's. She was building a fence, a property line sort of a fence. It's curved. I think this is the way it stands. It's kind of curved. And she's weaving it with buff willow, which she has had for a long time. Very tall fence she's making. And she's going to put some designs in it and use other things other than just willow. And then I came back. I brought the spinning wheel in the house, wrote in my journal, and I uploaded a bit. Everything is uploaded. Every single thing is uploaded. There is no queue line at all. This is really cool. I like doing this. So, well, actually, there are 3 videos in here, but I just took them. I'm going to put them all together. They're about a sheep that got out of his fence. I have to go put a new post in there. Not right now. Now I have to relax. So I got home, I uploaded a few things, and I brought the spinning wheel in, and I journaled for a few minutes. I was about to go to town. I thought, well, before I go to town, I'm going to dig around the grapes. I'm going to do the hose. I'm going to transplant things. So I dug up some astilbes, all my astilbes. They were beside the greenhouse up there, which is sort of moist, but it doesn't have, they don't ever get huge like these astilbes are supposed to. So I'm going to put them down here, somewhere over there by the pond where it's nice and moist all the time. That's my plan. I'm sticking to it. So I planted all of those seeds in the teepee. There's not room for them. They should have been down here, but it's so late in the season, but we're having such a cold year. And it's going down, it's not, it's just barely in the 70s today, which is lovely. I love it. It's beautiful. It is warm enough to have short sleeves on today, though, and to want to be in the shade. As soon as we get the warmth, we want to be out of the sun. So silly. So the astilbe are in the car. I have to drag the laundry basket out, or go back and forth one at a time and plant them out. I have to decide on a spot. I think down at the other end of the pond down there would be the place. Down at the other end. is the first time I've laid in this hammock this year. I got out of the car. I have my screen tent. I brought down one extra. I have two of them, so I left one up at the at corner cedar, and I brought the other one down. They're two halves of one screen tent. So this one will be very useful here, because I have a lot of time to be here in the bugs. And I also brought down another screen shelter thing that I can sit in for listening to the frogs. I brought down my shovel. So there you go. See how beautiful it is down here now? All the Joe Pye. I love that it's Joe Pye and not grass. That apple tree over there is covered. You can't see anything but my finger. There. I'm so sorry. So sorry. That apple tree over there is covered with apples. I need to bring down my hammer and nail and put up that sign which says Sumac Hill. This is Sumac Hammock in Sumac Hill. I also have my other camera in case I see a bird I want to check out. And I brought my mango. And my towel. Alright, and that's that. That is the way it goes. I'm going to eat my mango. See you later. Goodbye.
Good morning. It's another day. Isn't it great? Well, I put some cheese, old cheddar cheese in my salad last night. And this morning I am so very, very stiff. And I have to wait until I've eaten before I can take these naproxen EC, 500 milligrams. These are supposed to be anti-inflammatory that's a lot stronger than ibuprofen. Just looks like it's like 3 ibuprofen stuck together. But I guess ibuprofen is bad for your whole gut, all of your intestines and everything. Oh yes, I was gardening. Scrub, scrub, scrub. It's hard to scrub all those nails out after gardening. Anyway, so usually I take my ibuprofen when I get up, but now I have to take this with food, and I don't usually eat when I first get up. I don't feel like it. Anyway, we've been invited to Willem's, Willem's second oldest daughter, for dinner, for Father's Day dinner, Aaron. And maybe the other kids will be there too. And the grandson, Liam. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. I'm going in Ottawa today. I'm going to practice spinning. I brought my fleece and a borrowed spinning wheel. And I'm going to practice making this yarn for this sheep to shawl. I'm going to play my violin. I'm going to relax today. What are you doing today? I'll try and upload this soon. Bye-bye.